What you say, Sidewinders? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Milwaukee. We are here with a couple evil clones along with the Burnside specials here. We got them in between two of the evil clones that we've seen before. And we got two trucks that we've seen before. One is the DC superhero, Superman. Great looking Ford. And he's ready to go. And his opponent is the Team Scream Dog that's been here before, and he's ready to go wild once again. And we will see how these two handle these evil clones combined with the Burnsides. And Spike is here, and he is already talking smack to Superman. This is CRD versus CRC as well. So we will see what happens. So let's get things started with our next car crush competition. Superman is going to start us off. Lining himself up. We'll start slow, as usual. Front end up in there and climbs up. And as always, the clones are much stronger than normal cars, and they're harder to damage. But trust me, they're going to have damage by the end of this. Here comes Superman back. A little bit off to the side, centers himself back up. Nice job there for Superman. Spike up next. On a Corey Rummel chassis. The Team Scream Dog. Sister truck to Brutus. Here he comes. Nice first hit there for Spike. And powers it into a wheelie. Stands it up, off to the side a little bit. He's going to back up. Like I said, the center, the cars in between will go away a lot faster than the outside cars. But nonetheless, nice job for Spike. So it gives a little bit of a tap to Superman. All right, here we go. Superman up next. Catches some air that time. Nice job for Superman. We're not getting snagged today. Not this early, anyway. We're just getting started here. Nice wheelie there for Superman. Gonna stand it up here once again. And he flips over the police car and punishes the cars for getting him out of whack there. Well, it wanted to snag anyway, so it can sit there. All right, on to Spike. See what Spike can do here. Nice little sky wheelie. And slams it down on the roof of the police car. A little bit hung up on the nose stall there. We'll deal with him if necessary. Nice job there for Spike. Centers it up a little bit. These clones, will get dealt with if they start their shenanigans. These two will not put up with it. I'm just going to say it now. Superman up next. Nice job there for Spike. Onto the police car a little bit. Knocked his tailgate loose a tiny little bit. Here he comes back. Big sky wheelie for Superman. Oh my. Guys? Oh my. Well, we have completely broken things here. We'll be right back. Wow. All right, guys. So I don't have a single clue what happened there. I guess I just landed in the right spot for everything to break and freeze up. So we had to reset here. We've got a fresh slate, but we're not starting over. We're going to continue on with Superman, and hopefully that don't happen again. That was, I've never done that before in a car crush competition. I've done it in freestyle before, but not in one of these. That's a first. So, yeah. Everything just blew to pieces there. But that don't mean I'm going to be taking it easy on these things. They probably made their experience a lot tougher at this point now, since I've had to reset. And Superman plows into the 123 there for kicking him off to the side. And Spike up next. I had to reset everything so the cars are fresh, but they're not going to be. They're definitely not going to be fresh now. There's not going to be a single straight piece of metal on this track by the time we're done. Besides the stands and all that stuff. I'm talking about car-wise, and probably truck-wise too. Spike stands it up. Nice job there. Spike trying to get the 95 McQueen back in line. I guess I'm just used to saying numbers. We all know that's Lightning McQueen. Or sorry, Lightning McQueen's evil clone. That's actually what it is. Spike is getting agitated. He's trying to get him back in line there. I think he's got it for the most part there. And raises it up on the back bumper. Nice job for Spike. Superman up next. Oh, rode that wheelie a little bit too far. And Superman getting snagged by the roofs of the burn sides. It's not gonna end well for these cars if they keep doing that. It's already not gonna end well because obviously they're getting smashed, but the more they snag, the worse it's gonna get. And this one is just going to have a terrible time here. And he's completely out of line as Superman says, "You're about to get punished." And he don't want to land on Spike's set there. But he's coming around once again. And Superman is not happy. And he's letting it be known. As he comes to a stop. All right, guys, we got another 123 over there now. Since it wants to not stay put, it can get double smashed. So here we go with Spike. Raises it up, too far up. Spike's going over, and he saves it. Nice save there for Spike. Spike coming all the way back around. We're going to reset that. And he flips it over again. The Spike over on his other side. Coming back around. And the clones move a lot more than the others, but it's not going to end well. Like I said, a Spike is not having it anymore. He says, I'm fed up. Knocks Superman over, says, get out of my way. I got some business to tend to here. Spike is not happy. These clones are going to get what's coming to them. And then some. Flips it over on its roof. Spike says, I don't care how we do it. He's going to get back in line. And Spike is angry, as he does just that. And he's ready to go once again, and so is Superman. Nice hit there for Superman. That's, well, he wasn't satisfied with it. I think he wants to land on that 123. Or keep pummeling into the McQueen. He's just punishing every car in his path at this point. Here he comes. Full speed ahead for Superman almost. Just about full speed, not quite. Lost a part of his cape there. But Superman don't care. Trying to get the cars back in line the best he can. Now he wants that 123 back to where he can hit it. And he's not happy either. They've all got clones. Both of them's got clones that they're pretty ticked off at. I told you this wasn't going to end well. For the cars, at least. Oh my, and it's not ended well for Spike there either. Both front wheels go flying. We'll have to fix that. Not sure what happened there. That was kind of wild. He says, I'll show you, and plows into him again. And he's going to plow into that 123 too. I told you, folks. I'm definitely going to make a post and tell you guys to be prepared for chaos in this one. Because that's exactly what it's going to be here with these two. It's already been. But they're not done yet. Spike has picked up the 123. And he's taking it all the way down the track now. Oh, man. And he's still got a hold of it there. Well, this 123 is definitely going to be down in the tunnel road there, I guess, is what that is. The tunnel entrance, or whatever. And Spike is not done yet, it don't look like. Here he comes back. He's really got a bone to pick. No pun intended, because I know he's a dog. But he's definitely got some issues with the 123. And he is venting them right now. A very frustrated Spike is finally going to come to a stop here. Superman's none too thrilled about it either. He's going to do the same. Catches some air. Up and over he goes. And he saves it. And he's going to go over and plow into the 123 as well. Off comes a wheel. We got to reset. Rolls over it again. Straight up and down, and he's on his lid. And he saves it. That was a little Mike Hogwood impression there. Comment down below if you know what event that was from. I don't sound anything like Mike Hogwood. I just was saying what he said, not like the actual sound of his voice impression, obviously. But nonetheless, Superman moonwalks it all the way back, and here he comes once again, full speed ahead, plows into him. Rest in peace, Mike Hogwood, by the way. Absolute legend of Monster Jam commentary. Superman's still not done here. Mike Hogwood, as well as Scott Douglas, up in the booth. That was the voices of my childhood growing up in the Motor Madness era. Superman is going crazy here. He flips it over again. Standing it up. Pulling off some saves, pulling it back into a wheelie. And slams it down right on the 123. Just for good measure there. And Superman will park it right there. He's trying to get on the McQueen clone a bit more as well. And Spike is going to take his turn now. Catching some air there is Spike. And he's going after the 123 down on the road there. He does a complete flip. Swinging it around, off comes the wheel. And Spike says, "Give me that back, I'm not done." Here he comes back. Oh, into the wall. And he plows into him, gets snagged a little bit by the blue one. He's like, all right, I'll just drag you with me. He resets there. I told you this was going to go off the rails. And Spike is hung up a little bit here. But he is ripping these things to shreds. Keeps resetting. Oh man, that's my fault. I didn't shift. I hit the wrong button. And Spike is shearing parts off of these things and himself, left and right. And here he comes back around once again. My goodness, he's got them all in a big pile of twisted metal. And Spike's gonna park it right there. All right, folks. Well, there isn't really much left for these two to pick apart. But we'll still do the side-by-side shenanigans as we always do at the end of these. And we'll tab over to whatever is left of these things, if anything, at the end as well. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode, even though it flew off the rails. It was a lot of fun to do. As we look at the damage from Superman and Spike here, great job for both trucks. Even though, like we said, it flew off the rails and there is not much left of these sets of vehicles here. But we'll let them do what they will. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. And as well, the Marvel and DC Freestyle is at 3 today as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with some more monster truck action. So long, everybody.